What is your name and what do you do on Slug It Out 2?
My name is Dennis Leong. I am one of the co-founders of Nightmarket Games, and I was also a producer on Slugterra, Slug It Out 2.
My name is Pierre-Luc Aubé, and I'm art director at Nightmarket Games.
I'm Mark Rafanen. I'm senior software engineer in Slug It Out 2.
My name is Joy, and I'm a senior designer on Slug It Out 2.
For those who don't know, what is Slugterra, Slug It Out 2?
Slugterra, Slug It Out 2 is our mobile game that's based on the Slugterra cartoon.
The story of Slug It Out 2 follows the journey of Eli and his gang as they try to find some of the slugs thought to be lost in the caverns in Slugterra.
And they're sort of his pets, but they're also sort of his companions as well. And he's able to fire these slugs out of his blaster. And when they reach terminal velocity, they become these fearsome battle beasts, all with special powers.
In future updates, we hope to add new slugs that the gang can discover, as well as introduce new enemies for the players to fight. There's already Dr. Black. We plan to add more of his nefarious associates.
Slugterra, Slug It Out 2 is our way to bring Slugterra to the fans, and they can be the hero of their story in the world of Slugterra.
What were some of the key milestones in bringing Slug It Out 2 to life? Particularly the introduction of limited time caverns and multiplayer duels.
Coming to Slug It Out 2 as a free-to-play game, we understood that fans need to be served with content continuously. So we built out a live ops strategy to ensure that fans always have something to play. One of those things that we created was limited time caverns. So players are able to compete in a weekly cavern and earn prizes and rewards. Another milestone for Slugterra, Slug It Out 2 was the addition of multiplayer.
Slug It Out 2 was designed to be an offline game in the beginning. So we need to make sure that we still accommodate that offline players and introduce an online aspect to it.
Players spend a lot of time in the world of Slug It Out 2. They build up their characters, they collect lots of slugs, they level up the slugs. What's the best way to find out who's the best slug slinger in the world when you've played Slug It Out 2 for hours on end? It's multiplayer. So we were able to bring that so players can challenge each other around the world to figure out who is the best slug slinger in Slugterra.
How has the design of Slug It Out 2 evolved from the first game, including improvements in puzzle mechanics and slug upgrades?
Slug It Out 1 is an interesting design because it's a match 3 with a twist. In Slug It Out 1, you can only swap tiles that are adjacent, but in Slug It Out 2, you can swap tiles wherever in the board, so it's more fast-paced.
What was the inspiration behind the visual design of Slug It Out 2, particularly the vibrant environments and character designs?
We were fortunate to work closely with the art department from Slugterra. So we had the access to all the backgrounds and all the characters, but they're still in development. We used the opportunity of them still designing things with us to be able to create more characters, and we pitched them the idea that we would create our own art style for the mobile version, which was very exciting.
How has creating slug art throughout all of the games changed, and what makes the art in Slug It Out 2 different from the rest?
For one, we changed the art style on the characters specifically to be kind of more chibi and cute. And from the first game, it was more hand-drawn looking, and then the second one, we wanted to blend the two together, where it's the same proportions, but still has that kind of 3D look that was in the Slugterra show.
What can players expect in terms of new gameplay mechanics or updates, new slugs, levels, or game modes can we see?
We want to add season battle passes into the game, allowing players to get rewarded for the matches they win, as well as playing PvP or from collecting slugs even. We just want to give players new ways to earn exciting rewards on a scheduled weekly basis.
Who is your favorite slug in Slug It Out 2?
My favorite slug in Slug It Out 2, I would say Bubbleon.
I'm gonna say Bubbleon.
My favorite slug is Frostcrawler.
My favorite slug would be Midas.
He reflects damage. It's like a counter punch.
Well, he's got a funny face, and I like that he turns into a bubble. Yeah.
I love that he can create this really big ice barrier that will basically nullify any damage that the enemy will shoot at me.
Midas represents the first time we were able to introduce a slug into the world of Slugterra rather than pulling it from the brand itself. So it's a proud moment for us because it meant that the makers of the brand trusted us to create something that would become canon for the brand.
What message do you have for fans of Slug It Out 2?
I would love to say to the fans of Slug It Out 2, thank you so much for playing our game over the years. It's been over 10 years of Slug It Out 1 and Slug It Out 2. We wouldn't be doing this if it weren't for you, so thank you for playing the game. We love you so much.